Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today I'm going to dive into the new Catherine Pooler Trail Mix collection. One of my favorite things to do is show you how to use supplies you already own. So I'm going to share how you can adapt these smaller patterns into a full 12 by 12 layout. I'm also going to show you how you can create your own embellishments with stamps. I'll be using the new From Me to You sentiments. I'm going to bring in these adorable little critters from the Peking Forest collection. Catherine Pooler also created some other items that go with this collection. This special Gone Camping set is currently a free gift with a $50 purchase on the Catherine Pooler site. I've got all those details linked for you down below. Now, before we get to the scrapbook page, I want you to do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your crafty friends. It helps me keep the craft room lights on and the coffee flowing. All right, so this is an easy design. My goal is to help you finish your scrapbook projects. So I'm going to start with just 3 photos and some pattern strips. Instead of measuring and cutting these by hand, I'm going to use the gross grain strip dies. These give you a beautiful stitched edge and a deboss ribbon texture. I'm also going to use the simple strip dies. These are a total time saver. Since we're using 6-inch pattern strips on a 12-inch page, I had to get a little creative. I've marked some light pencil lines where I plan on sitting my photo. We're going to align the seam where the 2 strips meet behind where that photo sits. It's going to create the illusion of a continuous 12-inch strip. I did already cut these in half, and I've added a diagonal cut to the base of the lower strip. This just gives it a nice detailed finish. I'm laying these out in an alternating pattern. You could also lay these out horizontally at a diagonal or create a woven design. There's no wrong way to lay out these strips. I always enjoy sharing the why behind my scrapbook pages. Our younger son in these photos is a complete daredevil. He crossed a river just to climb an abandoned building. I shot these photos from a distance, not only to show the massive scale of the building compared to him, but because I was too scared to cross the river. Now I want to frame this memory, so I'm going to bring in the knots and crosses dies. These come in 4 different sizes and have little circles and X's or crosses that leave a little deboss design. The rounded square shape is great for cards and framing photos, which is how I'm going to use them. Now I'm going to share a little design tip with you. Choice of color matters. I initially was going to frame this with a blue cardstock to match his shirt. But if I lay this behind the photo, it actually becomes a distraction from the subject. If I bring in a green frame, this blends with the trees in the photos, and it keeps the focus exactly where it belongs, on my son, on the story. Now I can still tuck a little bit of blue behind the green for a pop of color, but it's subtle and balanced. Now that we have the skeleton of the page done, I'm going to grab some embellishments that will help tell the story of the page. This is the part of the project where your individuality really shines. You can use stickers, die cuts, or stamps to help tell the story. For this page, I'm going to bring in those 2 little raccoon images. My son's climbing reminded me of baby raccoons, so I had to include these little guys. For the first one, I stamped it in blackjack ink. This is a soft black, and it pairs well with the other colors on the page. I wanted the second one to have a warmer gray-brown color, so I stamped it first in blackjack, and then I went over it with gingerbread ink. It's a custom look and keeps the page feeling cohesive. I'm going to pop these two down atop the photo here with a little foam tape. I'm also going to add some foliage behind these using the Paisleys and Petals dies. Adding greenery to your page is a great way to ground your images and create a visual flow that connects your photos to the rest of the layout. Above this vertical photo, I'm going to add a little tab. This comes from the Flip a Color die set. I wanted the tab to have heart details, but I was feeling a little lazy today. I could have glued these tiny little white hearts in place, but instead I just used this die to cut the hearts out of the tab. When you fold it over, the white cardstock shows through. It gives it the same look with half the effort. On the opposite side of the page, I'm going to bring in my title. Now, I don't have cardstock in this color to match my pattern paper, so I used ink. Let me show you how easy this is to do. I want this third U to be a Mardi Gras color. I'm just going to swipe my ink pad across white cardstock. You can also use a blending brush if you want a softer color. This is an easy way to get a perfect match every time. So these three words are going to sit over here on the left. Below each one, I'm going to add stamped phrases. You make me smile, you fill my heart, and you keep me laughing. I used the From Me to You stamp set to stamp these onto some vellum using blackjack ink. I did heat emboss them with clear embossing powder so that they set on the vellum. Off camera, I framed my page in a darker green and added some stitching. I have some lines of white stitching between the phrases to break those up a bit and ground them. And then I added some circle stitching to help frame my photos. Before I call it complete, I'm going to add some enamel dots. No page is truly finished without a little bit of embellishing. And there you go. We have a simple, meaningful 12 by 12 layout using 6 by 6 pattern papers and some clever stamping. You can grab all of the items I used today from the Catherine Pooler site and snag this Gone camping stamp set for free with a $50 purchase. Now, I didn't use it on this layout, but I did create a little card that uses similar techniques to the ones I shared with you today. I wanted the sentiment to match the tent, so I used that ink swiping technique to create my own custom color. I also used the same sentiment stamp as I did on the layout. Behind the tent, I used one of those squares. I think these squares are one of the most versatile dies I have in my collection. On the background, I also added some stripes, but instead of using the same dies as the ones on my layout, I brought in Catherine Pooler's Rick Rack dies. I love the way these look. This just goes to show you that the new Trail Mix collection is versatile enough for both card makers and scrapbookers. I love how these two projects turned out, and I can't wait to create more summer designs with the Catherine Pooler Trail Mix collection. If you want to see these photos up close or grab the full supply list for your own stash, head on over to my website. I've got a link waiting for you in the description below. Before you head off to your own crafty space, do me a huge favor. If you enjoyed our time together, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next project. If you have a crafty friend who needs a little inspiration, go ahead and share this video with them as well. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.